Joesthetics has just passed away. I woke up and found out about his passing. I would have never expected him to pass away so soon, and so unexpectedly. It seemed just like yesterday he was saying bras and motivating the youth. I always planned to make videos about Joesthetics, but to think it would be about his death. As most know, Joesthetics was most definitely not natty, as he shared his experiences and usage with the entire community. He was very open about his use of steroids and allowed many of the youth to learn the effects of steroids.
Take away this. If you take stuff, it's temporary. It will make you temporarily look crazy. If you stop using it, you will look much worse than you did before. It's not how this shit works, bro. Most of the times you will lose all the muscle that you gained on the cycle and even more.
It's still a bit of a mystery what caused his death, but these are what are suspected of causing his death: brain aneurysm, heart problem, or thick blood for PED use, which all of these correlate.
Saying that it was an aneurysm, and so what that is a weakening of a blood vessel. And so imagine that you have a balloon and there's one spot in the balloon that's a little bit thinner than the rest, and you squeeze on the balloon. That is the most likely spot where something could burst. And so in an aneurysm, this is happening in a blood vessel. Now remember, with higher blood pressure, the risk is a lot greater. Just think of it, that weakened balloon, if there's not a lot of air in it, it's probably not gonna bust. But if you keep blowing on the balloon, whatever the spot is the weakest, that is the most likely spot that's eventually going to burst. And so apparently this is what happened. I don't know for sure. And an aneurysm, it can occur throughout the body. It could be somewhere in the heart, it could be in the brain. And so depending on where this occurred and how important that blood vessel is to your survival, well, that's going to dictate the ultimate outcome.
A lot of people are posting these type of comments.
How about just stop using steroids?
Stop injecting yourself with shit.
How
to
about
look
just
cool.
stop using roids?
Trust me, his death
Don't
mean
take
very much.
roids.
I told him to stop the roids. Now look at you, Joe. You dead.
But this might actually have been genetic, since someone in his family also passed away from the same thing. Even if it didn't originate from abusing PEDs, the use of steroids definitely worsened it. Many people post speculations and theories on whether his usage of anabolic steroids is what caused his death. But his girlfriend states that Joe's death was caused by an aneurysm, and stated that Joe was dealing with a bit of neck pain, which may just be from training or riding his BMX bike, where he hurt himself riding it. Joe was an amazing person. His rise on social media was different from others. He never started controversy. He was always honest and straightforward with everyone. Joe was known for his aesthetic physique and unique alien gains, which might actually be from the disease called rippling muscles, or caused by a lack of electrolytes, which may be caused by him drinking tons of coffee to reduce his hunger, to stay lean year-round, which might have contributed to his early death.
I'm gonna do whatever it is. I don't know what you wanna do. You wanna get in shape to impress your chick? Do it, man. You wanna get in shape for summer? Set these goals and then work towards it every fucking day. All my fucking life, bro. People, they told me like, no, nothing's gonna work with you, man. You're just a fucking quitter. And I'm like, no, bro. I'm better than this, man. I'm stronger than this. And then I learned from a very early age, man. I learned there's nothing that you can do but just make it yourself. Make yourself proud. Yeah, I was sitting there and saying, oh man, I'm not this, I'm not that, because my parents didn't push me. My dad didn't do this. These guys didn't support me here and there. And what does it help me? Fucking nothing. Until I fucking stopped, shut my bitch mouth up, and I just said to myself, I'm gonna do it myself. I'm not gonna need any fucking one. I just wanna walk this road alone. I'm gonna make it happen. And then what, you don't believe in me? Just fucking watch me, bitches.
PEDs can be used for good, but when abused, it can cause life-altering damages. The same can be said for food, alcohol, cigarettes, money, and people.
You have to tell it to yourself every single fucking day. Keep going. And then the one you want to eat shit, just remind yourself about your goal. What is my goal? I want to do this. And then how bad do you want it? What is more important, man? There's only two ways, bro. Either you do it or you don't.
What happened to Joe wasn't just a case of PEDs. His lifestyle and genetics also contributed to it. Joe was an amazing person. His death has caused a ripple in the fitness community. He was and is truly loved by all who knew him.